the high street many, many years ago. Yeah, we go there every year.
Nobody wants to stand out there.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All the improvements that we have implemented here in the last few years. Not only does Sam and our staff manage to process more vehicles than any other auto recycler in BC, we do so while operating with a 98% environmental certification rating, which is the highest score ever attained in the province. My family has a long history in this industry. My grandfather Abe and his partner started Western Canada's first auto recycling business back in 1915. And my father Ralph continued on his own in 1961. I'm proud to have my daughters Sarah and Amanda present this afternoon. Sarah, where's Amanda? Where's Amanda? They both work for this company, and thus they are my auto recyclers. My father and I purchased Empire back in 1997, and over the past 20 years, I developed a sincere appreciation of this city, an appreciation of my neighbors for their friendliness and acceptance, an appreciation of our local who have consistently provided me with support and have been easy and straightforward to deal with, and of course an appreciation of all the citizens in Abbotsford that have patronized my business and helped it to thrive. I've had a desire to give something back to this community for a long time. And approximately 4 years ago, an idea popped into my mind. I would utilize this long parking fence to host a mural. A piece of art that would celebrate the heritage of our city and complement the natural beauty that surrounds us. Something big enough that can easily be seen by the large volume of vehicles that pass by every day. And because this location is so close to the Sumas border, something that would make a good first impression on our visitors from the United States. On the doors inside our hospitality tent, you can see a small picture of a local Vancouver artist painting a fence. The fence was on one side of my father's auto recycling yard in Vancouver, and he commissioned the artist to paint it in 1965, only 4 years after his business had begun. Although it was just a simple array of lively colors, it helped to brighten the surrounding industrial area. It was something my father was very proud of, and no doubt he considered it well worth whatever auto parts he had supplied the artist in trade for. I wish this project had been that affordable. To help fund the cost, I had to cut our advertising budget for a year and a half. But I was able to do this, and I would like to challenge every other business in this city to find their own way to save some money and then use it to acquire a piece of art for our residents to enjoy. It can even be something as simple as a picture displayed through their storefront window. I would love to see Abbotsford become the public art capital of BC. There are 4 important people that helped me make this mural and today's event come to fruition. Allison Friesen from the city's Parks and Recreation Department. Unfortunately, Allison is not here today, but she was the first person I contacted at City Hall. She offered me words of encouragement. She helped to confirm that I would not be in violation of Abbotsford's signage bylaws. She organized a meeting for me with Blake Collins from the planning department, and she helped me move forward by giving me the name of the next person on my list. Lisa Strimbicki of Urban Art Management. Lisa's right there. It was Lisa's knowledge and experience that enabled me to put out a request for proposals to find artists that were interested and capable of creating a project of this magnitude. And it was under her guidance that 2 rounds of proposal presentations were conducted this past summer that led to the signing of the next person on my list. Dean Lauze of D Arts. Where's Dean? There he is, back there.
When.
'When Dean unveiled his design concept at our second round of presentations, he told me that he would like to our panel of judges were awestruck. I knew immediately that this was what I'd been looking for. It has been a delight to work with Dean over the last 3 months, and I've been so impressed with his professionalism, creativity, and dedication to this project. Finally, Nazreen Timar from Bright Sky Events. Where's Nazreen? There she is. Nazreen handled all the myriad details that needed to be organized for me to host the unveiling today. And she truly has done an amazing job. She also takes the credit for finding a company that was able to produce the special commemorative umbrellas that each of you have been given.
And I want to thank you, Neil, and Empire for inviting us to be part of this auspicious occasion. An event like this highlights the importance and value of art in our city. Community art enlivens spaces, and it shares stories about a community and celebrates its culture and heritage, what makes it unique. It can bring awareness or force us to ask questions. It connects residents and visitors with our community, creating a perception and memories that last. It promotes civic pride and develops a sense of community. It inspires our imaginations. And community art is accessible. It is woven into the very fabric of our everyday lives. And in this case, you can view it as you drive to the border, come into Abbotsford from the United States, or make a trip to Costco.
I'll do this on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Congratulations, Neil.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Hard to get a picture of it.
I want that one. Ice, maybe?
I'm going to pass the microphone to Dean Lauze, and he's going to explain his idea behind the scene here and maybe give an explanation of what we're looking at.
All right. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil, for everything. You've been amazing throughout this whole project. Been wonderful working with you. Mayor, councillors, thank you for being here. Thank you, Christina, for all your patience, your help on the project. My son Josh, where are you? There he is. Yeah, right-hand man here throughout the entire project. We both put a lot of paint on this sucker, and yeah. So yeah, it's a very wonderful project to be part of. We got very, very excited about it, and so we, you know, what we got here is farming life in its splendor, golden years. 1940s, 50s, mid 1900s. We worked with community archives to get some of the proper crops that were going at the time. So, yeah, we tried to be pretty accurate. We got a little artistic license thrown in here and there, but just to make it all work. The scene is not too far from where we're standing, I kind of think. You know, got some Sumas Canal. Again, a little artistic license there. But, yeah, so starting out to the left-hand side here, we got the strawberry crops. The lady in the fields there was from the archive photos that we were given. And, yeah, they're farming strawberries. We got some workers there with their ox cart and a team of horses doing a little plowing. Gravel road leading up to the scene. And this nice lady feeding the chickens there. She's got her clogs on. To represent some of the people moving in at the time from the Holland and so on. Yeah, then we mosey on over here. We got a nice gate. Farmer looking over things. Little John Deere tractor up there. Hope they don't mind that. I didn't ask them. Yeah, they got Mount Shem in the background there. We got Lauze cows. Beginning of the Sumas Canal there. Flock of the geese flying across. And the little boy fishing here. That was kind of the start of it all. That was the center of the design. Everything moved out from there. It started with a boy fishing with his dog, a can of worms, and a bobber in the water, and everything kind of went out from there. I love the ripples showing the reflections of the cattle. Little peekaboo view, Mount Baker. Behind the cattle you got hops. There's a lot of hops growing at the time. And let's see. Well, back in the distance, those are raspberries. And then you get into cornfields. And a little girl fishing with her dog too. Willow trees, beautiful willow trees. Love the willow trees. It's one of our favorite trees to look at and paint. Sumas Canal, beautiful place to row down, you know, with a kayak or canoe. Christina and I have done that many times. And as you get a little further down there, you'll see a heron flying away, and that's one of our favorite birds too, because you know, when you canoe down a place like that, you know, they let you get real close to them sometimes. You know, it's very nice, and then they'll take flight. But we got a little. We're very proud of our Abbotsford. You know, all the different crops, the multiculturalism. So we got, as we move down here, we got some multiculturalism going on there. A couple boys climbing the trees. Behind the willow tree is tobacco, which was a surprise to me. I didn't know we grew tobacco, but there was a lot of tobacco being grown at the time. So I thought that was pretty neat. And they got little drying racks up there. There's quite a lot of detail going on in that tobacco farm scene. You know, a few lily pads in the water there. We got some more geese and their little goslings at the end. Yeah, beautiful red barns, detailed mountains. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. We're very proud of it. And thank you again, Neil, and everybody. Thank you all for being here.
Help yourself to some of the food and cupcakes. Have a drink, and thank you all for attending again.